So I'm on my way to work this morning, thinking about how this is Intel's 40th anniversary year, and that it's probably a good time to reflect a little bit on the past and think something of the future. Who'd think we'd go from the simple 4004 microprocessor to something like an Atom processor or an Halem processor today? Truly amazing progress in 40 years. The other thing, I think about, and various people have written on the subject, Ray Kurzweil, for example, in his book Singularity, talked about how the pace of technology change is actually accelerating. The other thing is, I think people think that technology moves in kind of linear steps. When you think about Moore's law, you think of a very nice progression. But I think, in fact, technology moves in kind of giant leaps. These revolutions take place, almost overnight, changing the face of technology quite dramatically. I think it's reasonable to predict that we'll develop interfaces that really allow us to interact directly. And I'm talking about neural interfaces, so that instead of speaking or touching, we'll just have to think about these things, and our thoughts will be transformed in a way that these future computers will be able to understand and process. I think another thing that will change is the technology will really disappear. We won't think about computers being really discrete things, laptops and desktops. I think the information processing will just become part of the fabric. It'll disappear into the walls. It'll be in our cars and in our homes, and we won't think about it in terms of little boxes. And that sort of close relationship with the physical world will give us much greater control and the ability to interact with the physical world almost directly. If you read Kurzweil, and I encourage you to do that in the Singularity, he thinks that sort of this boundary between the physical world and the virtual world will disappear in that period of time, and we'll be hard pressed to distinguish between the physical and the virtual. Well, those are just a few of the ideas I'm having this morning, and I'd be interested in hearing your ideas and how you think you'll be playing a part in the next 40 years of Intel's history. We'll see you later.